Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is. That's right, it is BTS Saturday! And on BTS Saturday, what I like to do is work their albums and their songs in chronological order. If a new song happens to come out, then I will do that song, and then I will go right back where I left off in the list. Now, we are on the album B. And this album has been pretty much consoling everybody because this came out right in the middle of the pandemic. Everybody would have been on lockdown. Everybody would have had these all different types of emotions coming on. You know, parents had, their kids all around all the time because they couldn't go to school. And the kids, at the time I think this came out in November, the kids would have been doing school on a computer. And a lot of people weren't working. Unless you were a first responder or you were working from home, things of that nature. So, there was a lot, and this is worldwide, just not just in the United States. The whole world was kind of like on lockdown because it was a pandemic, and people were getting sick and people were dying. And, in the very beginning, nobody really knew how to handle a pandemic of this nature. Now, I bet you going forward, if something were to happen like this, there'll be a lot more ready for it. I mean, I'm gonna leave 45 out of this. I'm just saying we could have been a little bit more prepared in the beginning and stop acting like this wasn't anything. This wasn't anything that was gonna harm anybody. Only a couple of people were gonna die. No, it ended up being a lot more than that. So a lot of things were happening. So this song is called Disease. And this might hit a little too close to home as far as the pandemic. And maybe they will actually be kind of maybe going around the fact that it is a pandemic, but it is a disease. I don't know how they're going to, if that's what this is going to be about, or maybe they're going to use some other type of metaphor for what disease is, because disease is split from its dis-ease. So are they going to do it like that, where we're all at unease about how things are going? We'll see. If you like videos like this and others on the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 15 videos each and every week. So, without any further ado, here is Disease.
And here we go.
Okay.
Thanks, young guy.
뭔가 놓친 듯해 커피 한 모금 물어보란 나무 했어 And in the least rest 내게 갑자기 다가온 불편한 내로 24 hours 시간 참 많아 하루 종일 잠잠자고 지금 no problem 못 부서져라 뭐 해야 할 것 같은데 만약 삼시세끼가 먹는 나라 새끼 내 드레스 내 자신을 몰아뜯는 yeah 손도 딱딱딱딱 외쳐봐도 성과의 momentum back now Earth into my dang down if I fail 계속 그런데 성동화 줄을 타 불안전해 이거 병 물리적인 건 지가 미치는 style Maybe 누가 봤어 그래 생각이 많은 time I hate that 단순하지 못한 지기 어린 날 나는 참 어려운 몸만 필요해 아 그냥 이름 일로 해 제발 I'm ill 그래 내가 ill 이 자체의 심리라 친구 Oh I never liked it 얼마나 벌어야 행복하겠니 둘이 같은 병이 됐니 여는 게 세상이 지나니 행하려 안경을 벗어도 어둠은 안 들이켜져 이 시간 뒤에 저 라벨이 붙고 불이게 쳐붙 너네 발에 너의 너
내 병들이 많아 내가 헷갈리는 건 인간이란 건네 추악함을 가진다는 것 마음의 병에 가니 들면서 깊게 떠되는데 당한되는 자가 별로 없단 것 병든 게 세상인지 나인지 단순히 바라보는 해석들의 차이인지 그게 다인지 I don't know 누군가를 바꿔보는 거 그것보다 빠른 것은 내가 변하는 거 내가 봐서 그래 생각이 많은 다
I hate it 순하지 못한 지정이 나
Walk for the round.
Everyday 나를 위로해 똑같은 사람이 ain't so special
They making what you stand 잘못하게 모두 치료해보자고 나의
Sick and tired I don't wanna play something like yours Ain't through the story Girl I can't do it I get wild Walking
밤이 되면 내 눈은 감고서
Walking 내가 날 같이 믿을래
자 일어나 one more time 다시 아침이야 오늘은 나야 해
갖고 싶어 one more night 이 끝에 뭐가 있을지 몰라
영원한다는 없어
난 강해졌어
나도 Beethoven 똑같은 사람이야 ain't so special
They making what you stand 차분하게 모두 치료해보자고 나의
Okay, so that was Disease. Now, I probably will listen to that song again, but just the normal one because the song sounded a little bit more hip hop than it did live because there was all that scratching going on and everything else like that. And of course, the song was pretty well known by the audience who was there by TV screen, which was this thing of early COVID because the show must go on, and you would have you would have TV shows where the audience, TV shows, sports games, things like that, where the audience was either just like cardboard cutouts or TV screens, them waving and, clapping and everything else like that from their home and in front of their camera like what I have. And, because it's like everybody still wanted to be part of, what was going on, because like I said, the show must go on. And so it was nice to see how they were reacting within that kind of setting, where the only ones that were actually alive was that were live and in color was them and whoever's operating the camera and the soundboards back in the back, and probably their publicists and things like that. It was a very skeleton crew that you just never knew. We didn't know back then. And they were kind of talking about the disease, but they were kind of like, well, there's everybody, there are so many diseases in the world. How do I know which one I have? Kind of like a metaphor, I think, kind of that Sugar kind of brought it all around with that kind of phrasing. And so, but it sounded like it was a fun song. If there would have been a crowd there, the crowd would have been, singing along with them, and it sounded like they were singing along with them. But we're getting into a realm that would hurt my head. How you're going to get all their voices sounding so good, and it's almost overshining them with their own voices that are live, that are there. I don't know, but hey, they were faking audiences in sports games, especially college and and the pros. You know, it would, you know, from what we were watching, because we were only seeing what was on, you know, the players on the field, but you would have it, you know, you would have it sounding like the stands were all filled up, you know, with every single play. They had the oohs, the ahs, and the yays, and the you know, all that other kind of stuff going on. And, you know, because the person like me sitting at home watching the game, we still want to have our experience. But one of the things about sports that adds to the experience is the actual audience and seeing people reacting, you know. That's what we like to see, as well as see what's going on in the field. I mean, would you really, I guess maybe they would. I was like, would you really go and see NASCAR and see the stands empty? Is it just as fun, you know, or not? I mean, you know, go to Wimbledon and just see two people playing but nobody in the stands? Is it the same? Well, it might be if you're a person who's never been to Wimbledon and has always watched it on TV. But, you know, you still want to see people clap and applaud and all that kind of stuff. So I get it. So if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all I need for you guys to do to help me out with my channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment.